Hello everyone, Josh out here at Encore, the Mustang parts warehouse with another cowl panel approval video. Today it's for Christopher from eBay. Now Chris gave me the option, either get me a really nice one, any color, or I prefer a white one. Well, you'd say this isn't half bad because it's really in great shape. It's just red and black and kind of a nicer gray primer hanging out underneath here. So for Christopher, I want to go over all the key areas that are known to have issues. And for those of you who are considering replacing your cowl panel, you'll get a look at what they look like from Encore when they are cut out and sold. So Christopher, this is number 35. This is E035, means that's my 35th Mustang here that I've parted out. And I'm now in the 200 range, so this is something I've been hanging on to for quite a while. I'm trying to use the sunlight here to give everyone a great view of the top panel here, because that's of course the area that either is mostly damaged from either a hood flipping over or some other foreign object like a tree. They are sometimes rusty along the windshield line, which I'm going to go over and show you that this one is not. But again, we're looking for that nice flat top. So Chris, I hope that alone kind of explains to you why I said this is a nice one, but we have a lot more to look at. So since the sun is helping us at the moment, let me just tip it up here and we will go down the we'll call this the glue line. So I took my Sawzall with an adapted end earlier today and removed the thickest of the weather strip, and then I came back through with a little wire brush and cleaned it up really well. So I hope you can see, everybody, that there's no blistering or bubbling. Now this is an earlier basin. The bottom of this, you can see, has flat tabs here where it meets the dashboard. All that tells us is that this was out of an earlier Fox, like 79 through 86 maybe by the basin, because these tabs are flat. But that's not the part normally most people are installing. You can see here where the two pieces of metal come together. It's just extra clean. So if you were to receive something like this for me for your 93, you're still just taking this top skin off, including the top of the cowl panel, metal itself, and of course it's one section along with the face. It's all one piece. So we've looked at the top along the windshield line and where the two pieces of metal come together. It's beautiful. Along the sides here, which is pretty much the lip you need to reinstall. It's never been removed or reinstalled or adjusted in any way. Just got a couple coats of paint on here, but that's a real clean kind of upper tab here, we'll call it. Let's go visit the other side, same area. So the multiple coats of paint, yes, it's a concern because you can't see below them, so I'm going to do my very best to look inside. I've already reached with my hand to see if there was any Bondo or anything that's been pulled out. I didn't see or feel that. But Chris, you look in here, that's just a rust-free, nice, clean. Like I said, it's car number 35. Back when I torched these things out, I went from, first I torched them out, and then I cut them with a Sawzall in later years, and now I don't even cut the basin at all unless somebody really needs it. We had a pipe freeze and explode here at the shop over the last 2 days, so I actually was washing this thing with snow today, or rinsing it. So this is just where I blistered it with the torch. Again, not the part you're installing, but the only reason there shows any rust is because I cooked off all the paint, primer, and everything. But it was a very nice piece. Oh, I even see I blew a hole through it here with the torch. So again, Chris and everyone else, this is the basin. Most of my ads don't even show that piece included anymore. For the customer's sake of shipping and weight and dimensions, I normally now I'm cutting them a lot thinner, where I just include the top and the front and come in real thin here on the sides. Let me back my camera out a little. There we go. Yeah, now I'm just coming in, cutting this out, basically leaving the basin with the vehicle shell. But again, look at the lines where multiple pieces of metal come together. Look how clean. that is. Rust free, absolutely. So the last thing I think I should show, and will show of course, is the front face here. I didn't notice any extra holes. So I think, as I was saying, it's an earlier model. We can tell that by the way the dashboard mounts for the basin are. But by seeing these two holes here, that's kind of a vacuum tree for a 5-liter. I could read off the VIN number and find out which vehicle it was, but it doesn't matter. All Cowls are the same, depending on, or you know, it doesn't matter what engine you have. Just sometimes the holes are at a little different spots. And it looks like right there we had a MAP, or a barometric pressure sensor. So again, for Chris, wipe some debris out of the corners here, but there it is again. Really clean metal all the way down the entire lip. You can see right there, it's where I got it hot from behind with the torch. I didn't melt the piece you're receiving or going to be reinstalling. But so far, rust-free, right? Pretty much everywhere we've looked, rust-free. Didn't see any Bondo cake marks in here. So I'll do my very best to show inside there or feel around. Of course, before I ship it out, it'll get another once over once it kind of dries off here. But Chris, I hope you think that's adequate for you. You said white, or in the best condition, or in the best condition and prefer white. The condition really doesn't get any better. There's like no damage to it. Yes, it's used, it's got multiple coats of paint. It's common to find rust behind these hood pockets or gaskets. I hit it with a wire brush also just to see, is there any metal missing? Nah, not really. I'm not going to pull the gasket off any further to see what's going on behind there. Just know that there almost always is some rust. Now this one, the gasket was a little more disintegrated or missing, so I even scraped down, got some bare metal there, and said, all right, I'm cleaning foam at this point. It's not even metal. So it all appears to be there. There might be some little scales back behind where that gasket goes, but don't see any damage. So again, I'm going to try my best here to show you what I'm looking at. Even though I got some snow in there now, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything that looks like Bondo. So Chris, you'll have to take my word for it that I'm not going to ship you something that I know has issues. But without a phone in my hand and two hands on, I got a headlamp on. Let me see if that helps out at all. Not really, but well, maybe it does. Sure does. Look at that. Nice, clean, thorough inspection here. Where these pieces of metal meet, there's some dirt, like dust, shop dust. This has been in my warehouse, like I said, for probably 15 years. So I did not see any damage or rust inside there or evidence of a prior accident. Oh, snow just fell right on my screen. So I hope that looks good in there. Looks good from out here. So anyone else interested in a cowl panel for your 79 to 93 Fox body Mustang, this one was purchased on eBay using a stock photograph, and we actually did a little bit of a discount. Chris is gonna be putting a bigger order together with me. That's not why I did it. This is actually the first item that he bought. He just got me at a good day and wanted to give him a good deal first. I mean, he made me the offer, I accepted right away. So Chris, I hope this works for you. Anybody else, I sell these on my website and eBay with the offer option. The website is encorempw.com, and the eBay name is the same as my YouTube handle, encorempw. So I'll go ahead and stop the video here, wait for Chris's approval, and thank everyone who's still here for your time. Josh at Encore Mustang Parts, signing out.